everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution, and what I wanted to do for today was actually just kind of do a quick showcase of dailies. How long does the daily grind for this game actually take? I think there's some interesting aspects to this because it's an idle RPG. You're always getting resources while you're away, so this is always nice to come back to and collect your resources and feel like you got a nice boost while not having to grind. But of course there's some dailies you need to do. So I wanted to take a look at this in the mindset of not every single day do you have time to grind and work on your account progression and work hard in PvP. Hell, maybe you don't care about arena and the PvP aspect. You just want to do the bare minimum there, get it done, and worry about the rest of the game. Maybe that's a lot of people, for a lot of people, that's the case. What does it really take? So for this video, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to have a timer up, I'm going to show you my grind, I'm going to speed up through some process, and I'm going to talk over some process. So my head's not going to be here, but I am going to kind of pause and speed things up in different places and talk over the daily grind and show you guys how fast my run actually takes. So what I did today was I set a timer and I just grinded and didn't stop until I was done. And that's it. So for this grind, which I'll talk about, I didn't do extra arena. I just did the minimum to do your daily quests. And I did not do the extra special event, which is currently the Twilight Lands. That is something that's only here once in a while. And once you get stuck, it's really quick because you just do a few battles and you die. But the first day of grind for Twilight Lands can take quite a while. So that'll be a little bit of a asterisk. If you guys are, when you come and start playing, you start doing the Twilight Lands, especially if you're deep into the game, getting through the first day of grinding until you're stuck can take a while. So that's an exception to the rule. There's also another exception to the rule, which I'm not showing, and that's Ancient Altar. I already did it yesterday. This is like it's like the extra boss. There's you get 5 keys, and it's only once a week that it resets. So it's really not too bad. It's only once a week on Sunday. Today's Sunday. It resets like that night for me. So Monday it starts a fresh week, and it's only 5 keys. You have a whole week to do it. So that's not really part of the daily grind. But I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna talk about my decisions made and the order I do stuff and why I'm doing them, and then yeah, talking about what's left over and what left to grind there is. So hope you guys appreciate this kind of video. I want to do this with the other games I play as well, and just kind of showcase, like, yeah, if you're looking for a side game or you want to know, like, what is my time investment really like, this is a really great way to kind of see what to do and how long does it really take. So I want to make sure that if I'm going to play another game alongside of my main game, which is Raid Shadow Legends, which usually takes a bit of a grind, I don't want to play something too time consuming. So is this one okay for me still? Is it getting to be too much? Let's take a look and find out. Alright, I already collected my main patrol reward for the day, which had a lot more, of course, originally. Then I always go through and do a bunch of fast patrol. If you're low on diamonds, though, I would be careful doing all of them. Maybe just do the first 2 or 3, but they do get more expensive as you collect all 5. So if you're tight on diamonds, don't do all of them, I would suggest. We're going to go through here. I always go through and make sure I do my guild battles when they're open as soon as possible, unless I know I'm going to be progressing my account a bit to where I want to do it after my damage will be better. But we have an instant skip button. Look at that, guys. Instant skip for your clan boss, guild boss. That makes it so much easier. Unfortunately, the rewards are not great. It's really just fodder for leveling up your gear, but that's actually fine. We really, really need that anyway, so it's okay. Hopefully in the future, though, they do improve our guild boss rewards. There's also this additional guild boss right here that opens whenever their guild boss leader decides to open it, once everyone has accumulated enough points daily. So we can do this 2 bosses every day for extra rewards, but the second one has to be opened. And then we have the outpost here, collecting all from yesterday left over, and quick dispatching. The dispatch quests give a lot of side rewards. There's also this free summon every day, this free recruitment. And if I have any 10 pulls for my basics, I would do them now as well, but I don't, so we're moving on. Always make sure to send and receive your friend gifts when you notice the little red dot. Collect the dailies from Arena and any extras from like downtime maintenance. I always check to see what events are going on. This one's just a simple collect and go, really easy, but the fuel one kind of sucks. Galactic Bounty can take a little extra time, but that's not really that bad. It's just doing your dailies, honestly, but it can take a couple days to finish that. And I always buy Fatty's Treasure. So let's head on over to the actual store here. I tend to buy everything with the gold. If I see mythic runes, hell yeah, buy those. They're very, very valuable. What else you buy can be up to you based on your account, but I tend to buy stuff that's going to give me champions, because fodder for improving our champions is really, really helpful. As long as they're not too overpriced. Wasteland, I always get Taylor and Sorietta. Guild, I always get gloves, helmet, and boots, so here I am grinding and grabbing that. And I always save all of my tokens just for the SSS res. So I wait for that to reset before more. Arena, make sure you collect or else that maxes out. We're going to go in and we're going to do Wasteland though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little bit of Wasteland here, then I'm going to speed it all up. We're going to skip through. Because honestly, when it comes to Wasteland, it's really not that bad. You don't have to do every single battle, and there's an instant skip button. So the only time there's not an instant skip button is the battles that are 2-part, but you just have to go through, collect your reward chests, and then you can get bonuses from these question marks, depending on your decision made. And then yeah, you just go through to your battles, do whatever gets you to those chests for the resources, and that's it. You don't have to do every battle. You don't have to collect every little stat boost. Just go through and do your basics. There's 3 levels, and I've never had any trouble at all beating the Wasteland. I think maybe once in like the first couple days I played, I went a little fast and messed up something or didn't have the right formation just because I didn't have gear on people yet, really. But as long as you have like any decent gear on people, it's pretty easy. Plus, they allow you to use like one of the new units usually, which are overpowered. So doing Wasteland is never an issue of difficulty. It's just a matter of yeah, just clicking through and doing the motions and collecting your resources. You don't want to skip this. The resources are so good. That's how you get soul potions, which are part for your talent tree. And yeah, and that's, I mean, then you get all these other resources too that you just kind of need in general, of course, too. And there's a Wasteland Pass that gets you extra rewards as well. So I'm going to skip through to the next. Alrighty, here we go. All done. That is a little bit, probably the most time consuming part of it. Everything else is just grinding your dungeons based on what you can do. Now, if I was more end-to-end game, I would be able to do these dungeons a lot faster. So for me, most of these take about 1.5 minutes. So that's a little bit time consuming, but not really. It's 1.5 minutes to wait. It's not really a big deal. Depending on where you are, your battles might take longer. Or you could be super end game and you have those crazy 15 to 30 second speed runs, which I hopefully will get to eventually. But for now, it takes me about 1.5 minutes to do most of these. I'm just close to the end rewards for some of them. So this is Dessa Caves. I just do my 3 battles here, and then we go on to the next one, which is the Terradome. For Terradome, I'm going to actually show you this full battle here, because I think it's really nice to see the way I work with... Well, wait, no, we're skipping. I have a video on this. So I have a video featuring Taylor in Terradome. You can check that out to see why I'm using Taylor here. I accidentally am using the panda here. I forgot the summoning with this panda. The skills that he's using actually are not good for Terradome because you stay outside of the circle, which you don't want to do. So don't use that new panda. I'm going to have to swap him out. I was just testing it and I forgot to change it. But then we will go on to the next, which of course is the spider. This one, I only do 3 as well. I know Terradome I do max because I'm trying to get my divine prototypes to the maximum because there's some great stat bonuses there. But for spider, I'm also just kind of doing a few at a time, working on just getting new commanders and checking them out here and there. But Spider isn't too bad as well. Woohoo, best time. That was really good. New best time. Alright, working on my 15s. So here we are. Arena, you really don't have to do daily, and that's a reality I really like in this game. I'll talk about that in a sec. I always try to go through and see whatever we got from Terradome here with the Divine Prototypes. I don't have all of mine maxed, as you can tell, so I really need to focus maxing them out for this construction blueprint. It gives you a ton of bonus stats just by having Divine Prototypes and having dupes, which makes them higher levels as well. So that's just a really easy way to get bonus stats in the game. Doing more stuff got me more fuel, so here's another quick boost of rewards from the temporary event. And then we're going to go check out our other, let's see, passes. We have the regular border pass always that you get from doing all your dungeons. You get points for doing that. That one's, the Wasteland Pass has been maxed out. Always check your battle order. Make sure you do those. The battle order is where you get the points for your guild. So make sure you're always doing that and then getting that extra basic summon. So it looks like I've got to do one regular arena, one galactic arena today, plus a soul rubelite, which I don't even do the soul rubelite or the arena daily. I'm not going to lie, I really don't. Unless the quests make me do it, I don't do it every day unless I feel like grinding the game. And that's kind of just how I play it. I don't play it like... We don't always have time every day to really work on every character, change out new gear, and all that, so... Yeah, and then I always go and try to collect my resources as I go along. I don't let them stock up, honestly, except for the champion cards. Every time you go into your bag, you should always click if you see new equipment and decide to lock them or not, because otherwise, if you go out of your bag then come back, and even if you didn't click the equipment part, it does not count them as new anymore, so they get mixed into the rest of it. So this is kind of your place to decide what you're going to keep or what you're going to use as fodder. It's just a quick way to do it. And I did have the quest in my battle pass to level up a piece of gear, so I just tend to pick one of my new pieces and max it out, and so it's ready to go on someone the next time I decide to work on my account. Shards here, I always do the regular ones, and then the others I decide later depending on who I need to evolve. So let's collect our rewards. We're going to head on over to the Soul Rubelite as well, though. So this is a different area of the game. That's where you get the soul potion. You were getting, well, no, you get soul potions. I actually want to say you get soul potions. No, you don't. You get soul rubelite. You get all sorts of resources here, depending on which one you're doing. But these are the faction-specific ones that they don't open instantly. If you start playing and you're like, I don't have the faction-specific ones, nope. That comes a little bit later. You have to go through the first round of soul rubelite first. Soul mine on your own first. But I figure I had a new champion, so I might as well level him up. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to adjust, check, see if I can maximize anything. And I'm going to play this. And even though I get through to the end here, we are going to skip through here. I'm not going to keep grinding. I'll grind this later. But I'm just doing the one just to get my quest done and move on to the next part of my dailies. Alrighty, and now, I pretty much did everything today. You can see there's temporary events. The Ancient Altar is only once a week. And then we have Twilight Lands, which is something that's only temporary as well. So that is not something that I would worry too much about. It can be very time consuming though, but again, it's not a concern. Let's just get our one arena battle done. So we're going to go do our Galactic Arena, which is like 3v3 arena. I go through and just make sure my teams are logically matched up to the powers. And then swap them around if I need to. All you have to do is win 2 out of 3, so that makes doing Galactic Arena pretty darn easy. And then that's it. And then if you want to do more and keep working on your position, the higher your position, the faster you grind the arena tokens for the shop, for the Galactic shop. So you do want to get higher. Don't always do the lowest difficulty battle or you'll never get higher and never get more points. So a regular arena, again, I had to do just one due to my daily. You also get these free diamonds every day if you just click on the top people. So we're just going to pick one. When it comes to regular arena, it is okay just to do the lowest one if you do want to. You still get a resource at least. You just might not climb as high. But we're going to do our one and boom, instant skip here as well. It makes things so much faster. So arena is done, literally. Now that there we go. Sorry, not arena is done. You can decide to use the rest of your tokens, of course. You never should waste your resources if you have the time. But if you just want to get your dailies done and really just kind of ignore most of the PvP side of things, you can. That's what I kind of like about this game. Now, there are some really fun things that happen that are really good rewards involving PvP, but those are temporary and still not necessary, but nice. And see, as you can see here, I didn't actually do all of the dailies, but I still got enough points to get my daily rewards. So that's kind of nice too. Like, there's actually different things you can do depending on what you want to work on. Leveling up a hero, leveling up a commander, whatever. And that's it. I usually go through and do my quick evos whenever as they come, so I can prep some food and have them ready for leveling up other characters in the future. And yeah, that's, I mean, you can work on story, you can keep going, but you don't have to. Simple as that. And as you can see, that was 22 minutes of doing my dailies. That's it. I probably could have been a little bit faster depending on which dailies they gave me in the Battle of Pass part. And honestly, that, I mean, you could grind, you can improve your account, you could spend hours in this game if you want to, but I just wanted to show the example of running in, doing your dailies, and moving on with your day if that's all you have time for. So, hope you appreciate this video, guys. Thanks for watching.